Hey, what's up guys? It's Fast Jax coming to you from Panama City Cycles, and in front of me I have the awesome all-new Suzuki V-Strom 800DE. And if there's anything I've learned about the V-Strom over the years is that they tend to have a cult following. A buddy of mine has owned two V-Strom 650s and he absolutely loves the bike. So cult following on these bikes. Suzuki has laid out a lot of technology into this bike. And I would say in the same class, I would compare it to the Tenere 700, although this one does have a little more cc's at 776 cc's, and the Tenere has 698 cc's. So it is 83 horsepower, 57 foot-pounds of torque. It comes in two colors, this mechanical gray color and also a champion yellow with some blue undertones. It's got your 21-inch front wheel in the front, 17-inch in the back, two piston calipers in the front, dual, and then your single piston caliper in the rear. And it's a really good looking bike. They're kind of known for their little beaks in the front. I kind of like the shorter windshield. It's got a TFT display. Just a beautiful machine. Stainless steel exhaust, so no mild steel there. And it's a really good looking bike, so let's hop on. I have never ridden one. This is the second one we got. The first one went so quick I didn't even get the opportunity to really check it out. So this is the second one that we've received, so I figured I'd take it out and show you guys the bike, how it performs, and what I think about it. It does have Suzuki's easy start system, so you literally just push and the bike just starts right up, which is pretty cool. Beautiful TFT display here. I definitely dig that. Another really cool thing about this bike you just saw me playing with is the low RPM mode. So Suzuki they first implemented that on the Hayabusa, and that just means that it's practically impossible to stall the bike. As you can see, there's no throttle whatsoever, and we're good to go. Well, it definitely has some torque, guys. I was not expecting that. I'm not sure if you caught that little yank, but I was just absolutely not expecting how much torque that this bike had. Phenomenal. I do like the little windscreen in the front. It does have some adjustability. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if it's electronic or if it's manual. I just haven't gotten there. I didn't get so far. But one good thing I really do like about Suzuki is that if you hop on their website, go to Suzuki.com, they explain the technology on their motorcycles and go in depth more than any other manufacturer, in my opinion, which is super cool. I mean, they want you to know about their bikes and they're proud of them. It does have ABS, which is completely adjustable. It also has two ABS modes, and you can turn the rear ABS off, and it has gravel mode, 3 levels of traction control, and 3 power modes. I'm in A, which is active, which is the most aggressive. They also have B, which is more comfortable, and then C, which I would be doing in like the rain, for the softest level of throttle response. But A, active, it's pretty active. I definitely dig it. It definitely has power. I've always kind of been biased because I really like the Tenere 700, but I hadn't ridden this bike before, and I mean, so far so good. As you can see, it has 1 mile on it, and that's what I just put on it. I do really like the display. I mean, it's a beautiful display. I mean, it's definitely got some torque, man. Let's test them brakes. Oh yeah, no slippage at all. Very, very well balanced. That's my thing. I always go into balance. Quick shift. So it does have a bi-directional quick shift, which means you can quick shift up and quick shift down, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and do a downshift. Beautiful. We'll quick shift up. I mean, perfectly smooth. Look at that. And then let's do down. down. Beautiful. Almost, I mean, beautiful downshifts. That's one thing that Suzuki definitely gets right, is their quick shifters. I mean, they're flawless on all the bi-directional quick shift bikes from Suzuki that I've been on. They are just flawless. But so far, definitely a phenomenal bike. The suspension is great. So there's 8.7 inches of suspension travel in the front and rear, so tons of travel there. I mean, so if you got to do any bumps or anything like that, you'll do just fine. There's actually a little bumpy road I'll go back and hit and throw some of that footage in there. But it also has almost 9 inches of ground clearance too, so not only do you have the travel and the suspension, which are Showa by the way, but you have the ground clearance as well. So it is a somewhat tall bike. I'm 6 foot tall, and then I will give you guys an example of where I am when I take this little right up here. It handles well. I don't want to push it too much, you know, cold tires, cold tires. I always try to throw that into everybody's head. Cold tires are not your friend. Okay, so let's see. Put my feet on the ground. I'm on tippy toes a little bit, you know. I have a 33-inch inseam, but that's not a bad thing. Not for me, you know. I do like how much power this bike has. Let's test the brakes again. Perfect. Yeah, I could get down with this thing. I mean, it is really well balanced. Nope, we're not gonna speed. Man, this bike just wants to go. It just wants to go. And although the windshield is short, I know it looks really short. It's taking the perfect amount of wind off my chest. I am in a comfortable upright position. My feet are practically right under me. So I haven't played with any of the ride modes. There's no need to. Let's see, we'll do traction control is a 3, so that's the highest setting. So we'll go down to a 1. We're gonna keep it in A. Doesn't want me to change the ABS right now, but it's okay. Like I said, first time riding the bike. I mean, turns really well. Okay, let's go down to the bumpy bumps. It is nice to have a bi-directional quick shift on an adventure bike though. That's not something I see very much personally. So I mean, that's one of those features that if you really like quick shifters, this is going to be the bike for you. Man, I can't for the life of me remember the weight of the motorcycle. That's normally a key feature I like to touch on. I can't remember the weight. I know the seat height is going to be around the 32.5-inch mark. That's one thing I didn't pick up on Suzuki's website when I was reading about the bike, so I apologize about that. I know those two things that I normally throw out there. And the fact that you have all the ABS adjustability is really cool. Being able to turn it off, you know, make it less sensitive, or just max ABS if you're riding on the street and you feel more comfortable with that. It does have big hand guards to protect your hands. The mirrors are in a nice spot. The display is everything you need. For you guys that have watched my videos in the past, you guys know how ruthless these bumps are up here. Look, I mean, you could see it. So let's see. Oh, that was just wonderful. I'm gonna do that again. Do that U-turn. Perfect. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect U-turn. Look, this guy's going super slow, so I'm gonna pause for a second, let him get. The bike's balanced, definitely. Okay. Oh man, yes, the suspension is wonderful. So it does have fully adjustable rebound and compression preload. Like I said, almost 9 inches of travel. It took those bumps beautifully. I have put so many motorcycles down that little area, and this has done the best of anything I've hit that with. Like, hands down, the absolute best any bike has done on those bumps. I mean, I've had all of them. Even the Tenere. Even the Tenere. It was plush. The rebound was perfect. And they rebounded quick and effectively. So, this is one of those bikes that I'm not really wanting to get off of. I definitely dig it. I definitely like how comfortable it is. Got a big tank. Man, I like it, you know. Like, I have never really honestly been much of a Suzuki fan, but as I ride, when I rode the Gixxer 750, I was a huge fan. When I rode the Busa, huge fan. Now I'm riding this, I'm a huge fan. I really dig it. And did I mention you look cool on it? So let's do the balance test like I always do. Let's slow her down. You know, it's got that 21 in the front. Work that friction zone. I mean, just an absolute beautiful machine here. I dig it. Yes, this bike gets an A. Once again, we'll test that low RPM mode just so you guys can see that. Okay, no throttle. We're gonna let off. Perfect. Look at that. I mean, that's just nice to have, you know. So you got to worry about stalling out. Look, I mean, I have no hand on the throttle whatsoever right now. No kick in, no jump in. Just the bike is moving smoothly. I mean, this is great, you know. Look, okay, no throttle. We're gonna let off. Look at that. I mean, that is just fantastic. That's impressive. So Suzuki's easy start, very impressive. Boom, starts right up every time. The low RPM mode, this is just really cool. Really cool. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me on this little tour of the all-new Suzuki V-Strom 800DE. I'd give the bike an A, and you definitely look cool on it. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching.